Several days ago, I took a train back to the village where I grew up in central China. I expected a short visit, but as soon as I arrived, the familiar roads, the crowded market, and the sight of my mother made time feel different. The journey started in a small sleeper cabin. Outside the window, rain ran across the glass, and the railway lines slipped past. At Zhengzhou Station, the sky was still gray. From there, I continued by car across long bridges and wet roads toward the countryside. The closer I came, the more ordinary the view became and the more familiar it felt. Road signs, low buildings, fields behind the rain, nothing dramatic, just the quiet feeling that I was getting close to home. This is the village I returned to. It is not a place frozen in the past. There are busy roads, electric scooters, new houses, small shops, and cars parked beside older lanes. Above the courtyards, grapevines still spread their shade. Some walls have changed, some corners have not. Walking here, I noticed details I would probably pass without seeing anywhere else. Moss on a staircase, wires crossing the sky, a narrow lane between two houses. Home often survives in details. Inside our family home, every room carries a different layer of time. There are old photographs, red decorations, simple furniture, and now even my computer set up in the room. My mother was there, sitting in the familiar light. Seeing her made the whole journey feel complete. We did not need a special occasion or a big plan. Sometimes going home is simply being in the same place again, sharing a few words, taking a photograph, and knowing that this ordinary moment will matter later. One of the liveliest places nearby is the village market. It seems to open into a world of its own. At the entrance, flowers line the path. Farther inside, people move between food stalls, plants, birds, clothes, seeds, drinks, toys, and household goods. There are bright balloons above the crowd and handwritten signs everywhere. Nothing is arranged for tourists. The market is practical, noisy, and full of personality. Here, shopping is also a social event. People stop, look, bargain, taste, and talk. A vendor squeezes fresh juice. Hot food waits behind a simple counter. Children notice the balloons. Adults compare what is on the tables. I like the market because it brings many parts of village life into one place. It is messy in the most human way, busy, surprising, and alive. Back at home, daily life moves at a different speed. In the courtyard, shellfish are washed by hand under running water. Later, at a local stall, a bowl of hot soup is prepared in front of us. These are small things, but food connects the whole day. The market, the courtyard, the people doing the work, and the meal that finally reaches the table. It is not fancy. That is exactly why it feels like home. Life in the village continues in these simple rhythms. Children browsing in a tiny shop, someone washing the courtyard, a child playing beside the adults, neighbors, and relatives passing through. By evening, the sky grows blue and the road becomes quiet again. When I live far away, I sometimes remember home as a fixed picture, but every return shows me that it is still changing just as I am. Going back does not turn time around, it simply lets me see what has stayed with me. For a few days, I was home again, and that was enough.